Good evening, people. Hope you're all doing fine and ready for this second session of expertise enhancement, where we'll further work on honing your essay writing skills. All right. So, hope everybody is doing fine and ready to build on what we started from yesterday. So, if I remember correctly, so the last topic that we left yesterday was page number 10, right? So we have covered till page number 10. So let us build upon that further. Okay, we will start with page number 11, okay, of your workbook. So we'll be starting from page number 11 of your workbook. All right, and let's start that. Okay, and first one is mindful manifesto is the catalyst to a tranquil self. Okay, mindful manifesto is the catalyst to a tranquil self. So, as you all know, it's an analytical topic largely, and yes, uh, partially you can definitely generate the counter arguments for that. The next one, I think we have covered that in the skill enhancement classes. Ships do not sink because of water around them. Ships sinks because of water that gets into them. So again, largely analytical or expository, but still an argument. You can make it an argument. Next is simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. So again, this is 50-50, partially analytical and partially argumentative. And the last one on this page, culture is what we are and civilization is what we have. Right? Again, this one is largely analytical, and yes, you can write at least couple of counters for that. So today, before you start the unique dimension, so I will pick the type of or the nature of unique dimensions that you will write for the first topic. Okay, that you will write, mindful manifesto is a catalyst to a tranquil self. I want you to include the catalyst part in the unique argument. Somehow you have to include the catalyst part. So the first condition for the first topic on this page is catalyst part has to be there in any form of the unique dimension that you write. Ships do not sink water because of water around them, because of water gets into them. I'll give you full creative freedom, but I want a very good unique dimensions for the ship topic. Next, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. I want you to write one unique counter dimension against the topic. So remember, with the third topic, simplicity one, I want you to write a unique dimension against the topic. And culture is what we are and civilization is what we have. I want you to write an uh, unique dimension interlinking both culture and civilization. So just to re-say the criteria I'm putting, mindful manifesto, the first topic, catalyst part should be there. Second one, ships topic, you are free to do as you please. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. I really want a good counter argument. And culture is what we are, and civilization is what we have. You have to interlink culture and civilization in the unique dimensions. So all this, and together with that, it has to be unique. Okay, so I'll give a little bit more time. Yesterday I was giving you 7 minutes. Since I put little additional constraints, so I'll give you 10 minutes and your time starts now. Okay, your time starts now. So first topic, catalyst part should be there in unit dimension. Second topic, you have full creative freedom. Third topic, a counter dimension, a unique counter dimension. And the fourth topic, I want you to interlink a culture and a civilization. Go, get started. 10 minutes. 3 minutes are over. 7 minutes to go. Come on, hurry up. 4 minutes are over. Come on, hurry up. 4 minutes are over. Hurry up. 6 minutes are done. 8 minutes are done. Last 2 minutes. Come on, hurry up. Finish all the four topics based on the criteria that I have given. All right, time up. Stop writing. So those of you who have finished, send it to me. Okay, those of you have finished. All right. So the first one. Okay, so we'll start with the ship one. Okay, with ships. Sorry, we will. Okay, this one the student has not written. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, others send soon. No, a mindful manifesto is a catalyst to tranquil self. Okay, so reading this one first. For achieving mindfulness, we must first get started to know that the thought process, as we know, unless there is a base material, catalyst will not work. This is a very good dimension here. Okay, for achieving mindfulness, we must first get started to know the thought process, unless there is base material. So if the base is not there, right, so what's the point of having all the catalysts and everything? Okay, so that part is there. Basic things are needed, as mindfulness is just the catalyst. So the next one, along with the start and end, it is the process of path traveled that matters. Here, catalyst being an agent of path towards tranquil self, it enhances mindfulness in a quicker manner. Again, almost on the similar lines as the previous student. We will read one more. Excessive focus and worrying on cultivating a mindful manifesto causes tension, anxiety, and fear. Thus, instead of achieving tranquility, it could destroy it. Is it unique? Yes. Does it have my requirement? No. But still, it is unique, because what happens here is the student rightfully points out, when we excessively focus on, okay, I have to be calm, I have to be relaxed, the more you try harder, the more difficult it becomes, right? So good. We'll go for the next one. Okay, and we will go for mm, the next one here, the ship's topic. Complacency in our ability to select people around us can lead to breakage of beautiful ship called career in our life. Not that impactful. Okay, let's go to the next student. It is for every individual to sustain the onslaught of toxic culture. It is the inner character that matters, and the toughness of it which determines the sustenance, similar to the ship floating on water. I wouldn't say this is very unique. Okay, so not that great. Efforts to keep going should be in right direction, otherwise they won't be fruitful. It's like adding one more hole to the ship to act as an exhaust. Not properly linked to the topic. Not great. Let's go for another one. We human life is is a ship journey in which people excessively focus on water around us, and worrying about the water seeping into our ship. The water can cannot seep into the ship, and we may not sink, but definitely it will spoil the journey and beauty of life. So very smart. He has taken worrying and tension in the previous topic also, same worrying and tension in this topic also. Uh, is it unique? Yeah, to a great extent, it is unique. Okay, so yes, let's go to the third topic where I wanted a counter from you people. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. At times, ultimate sophistication lies not in trying to make things simple, rather than appreciating the true complicated interlinkages and working on it. Yeah, it's a very unique dimension. At times, I'll read it again. At times, ultimate sophistication lies not in trying to make things simple, rather than appreciating the true complicated interlinkages and working on it. Next one. In this modern complex world, simplicity has become a thing of past. We have to update with complex processes so as to be able to meet the flow of life. Good, good, satisfied. Okay, next. A technology which has complex amalgamation of algorithms, interference, data. At certain time, complex nature of entities are required to attain a goal. Good enough, but could have been expressed little bit more impactfully here. Okay, so let's go to the last topic. Not many of you have written the last topic. Anybody who wrote the last topic? Okay, only one person so far has written. Let's see. Okay. Civilization is always a larger aspect which runs through time and space. However, it is the culture that is people within it who truly resembles and showcases it. Now, civilization is always a larger aspect which runs through time and space. However, it is the culture, that is the people within it, who truly resembles and showcases it. I think good enough. Culture is what we are. Civilization is what we have, right? So I think we will discuss this topic for a couple more minutes. Why? Primarily because I think it is a little difficult topic. Culture is what we are, and civilization is what we have. Now, this is talking about the tangible aspects and the intangible aspects, right? If you can just see, this topic is on the lines, not similar, not even remotely similar to 2024 wala topic, right? Deserts precede, forests precede civilization and deserts succeed them. Okay, so the common term being civilization here. Okay, so now culture is what we are, civilization is what we have. Now, what we are, our values, beliefs, our thoughts, our practices, our traditions, that forms then aspects of the culture. Now, that leads to this aspect of civilization of what we have. Based on that, we create that. Our civilization obviously comprises of our cities, our urban infrastructure, our technology, everything. So that is the core meaning of the topic. From what we have, what sorry, my bad, what we are, that is the culture part. We take that and we make a civilization, and that is what we have. So, in simple terms, culture is the path and civilization is the end goal. It is very simpler terms. You have to write little advanced than that. So what you have to do here is culture, okay, is what we are. That's the path here, and civilization is the end goal. Okay, so that you have to remember. And also one more unique dimension, or I would say not many of you wrote. So both are interconnected. So I gave you a hint there even before. So that itself, like, culture shapes civilization and civilization shapes culture. That could actually be a unique dimensions. We can give n number of examples. Culture shaping civilizations, right from Indus Valley civilization to modern day this thing, and civilization shaping culture. Also, you have plenty of example. Now, for example, the Egyptian civilization. So it happened in Egypt on the banks of river Nile. So, based on that riverine civilization, the culture of those ancient Egyptians was shaped. Their cultural practices, cultural taboos, etc., were shaped by this. So, interconnected part would have been a good, a good unique dimension. So, let's go to the next one, page number 12. Okay, so page number 12. So again, I'll put in constraints here. Process of self-discovery has now been technologically outsourced. I want a unique counter dimension. Topic number one. I want a unique dimension. Next, your perception of me is a, again both. It's the first topic is partly argumentative and partly expository. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. My reaction to you is an awareness of me. I want anything, just unique, unrelated to the topic, no constraints there. And philosophy of wantlessness is utopian, while materialism is a chimera, partly argumentative, partly analytical there. Real is rational, and rational is real. Okay, partly argumentative, partly partly expository again. So for the last two topics, philosophy of wantlessness is utopian, while materialism is a chimera. I want a unique analytical dimension. So ensure that it is a unique analytical dimension. And the last one, real is rational, and rational is real. I'll give again, keep it open ended. So second and fourth topic are open ended. First topic, I want a unique counter dimension, and the third topic, I want a unique analytical dimension, and your time starts now. Okay, many of you could not finish the fourth topic. No, 10 minutes itself. I wanted to finish all the four topics. Go. 3 minutes are over. Come on. Come on. I want all of you to finish all the four topics. 7 minutes are done. 3 more minutes. I want all of you to finish all the four topics. Come on. Come on, hurry up. Last 1 minute left. Last minute. Come on. Those who are done, take a pic and send it to me. All right. Time up. Those of you who have finished, send it. Okay. So we'll start with the first topic. The process of self-discovery has been technologically outsourced, and I have asked for a counter dimension. So reading one. In the generation of AI, technology is playing a major role. However, it is just a man-made and a facilitator to ease the work. The burden of discovering oneself is still on the individuals. That is why mental health is still a Pandora's box. I would say almost unique. Good enough. Okay, liked it. Especially the part where the student writes mental health is just still a Pandora's box. Okay, I'll read one more. The opinion of thinking, the self discovery is a continuing and evolving entity where one individual is trying to discover about himself and other things. It cannot be outsourced, even though the complex technologies have better analytical skills to discover. Not that very impactful, did not like it that much. The process of self discovery is increasingly outsourced to technology, which once was deeply personal journey. For example, personality quizzes uh, and curated social media feeds define our identity, while AI driven recommendations shape our preference, which risks losing authority as technology dictates rather than empower individual role. Now, not a counter argument per se in its nature, but still decently written. It's whatever was written is almost unique. Let's go to the next topic. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. My reaction to you is an awareness of me. The act of perceiving others doesn't necessarily reflect your own true self, as it may be guided by society as well as well, which may be guided by society as well, and reaction in turn can be guided by societal norms. So the student has almost written it uniquely. I will make it little better. Okay, expression is unclear. So the act of perceiving others is in modern day not a true reflection of yourself, because in modern day we are governed by complex societal norms, and our reactions also is conditioned according to the needs of the society. So I'm little bit adding my own version to make it better. uh, One more for this topic. One has to be aware that it's not just perception on which one helps in one reflection towards, it's the situation and environment around also plays a part, again similar to the one that we read. So not very very unique. One more I'll read. Excessive form Excessive focus on me might blind us to possibility of us being wrong. In life, we need to be open to other perceptions, and our reaction should be encouraging others to let us know of our mistakes. So, very unique, very beautifully written. Okay, so good job. Let's go to the next one. The philosophy of wantlessness is utopian, while materialism is a chimera. Okay. Wantlessness itself is a desire, and hence what and how you want to achieve it may vary from person to person. Materialism, on the other hand, can largely be related to why aspect, that is, why an individual wants luxuries, etc. First half is very, very well written. Second half could have been phrased better. I really like the part where wantlessness itself is a desire. Wantlessness itself is a desire. If you want nothing, then itself is a desire. Very beautifully put there. And hence, what and how you want to achieve it from vary to person to person. So this part was very unique. Good job. And we will read one more. Desire of wantlessness itself is a desire. See, so if uh, of you, the three I'm reading, two people are writing similar. That means, is it really unique, guys? Okay, but happens. Okay, happens. You are all my students. I would not be. I will not be amazed if you start thinking alike, because the thing is, my techniques, my tricks, etc., will shape your thinking, right? So that's why I always encourage that you do your own research, you do have your own examples, so that because all of you have who are attending my class or taking feedback from me, yes, we'll get almost by and large the same techniques, same feedback. So you need to see what else can you add to stand out, how else can you think, right? So that I always encourage. Okay, that's why I tell you, keep having this habit of brainstorming. Okay, so like right, all right. So let's finish this. Desire of wantlessness itself is a desire, and aiming for wantlessness proves to be a Sisyphean task because of the paradoxical nature of it. While materialism could be deceptive, only when we experience this deception, we realize that life is more than materialistic things. Before we can proceed further, so the previous student ka jo I read was also similar to this. But when you see this student, he has written it more effectively. The previous student, the first half was same and very good. The second half, probably due to paucity of time, was not that very effective. But this student has written very effectively. Let's say I'm reading this essay. I read that first students and I read this. The student will get more marks. I know this is just one dimension. I'm talking if the overall quality is on this line and that student's overall quality is there, the students will get definitely more marks than the previous students. So that's where the holisticity matters. So we'll go for the last one. The real is rational and the rational is real. So it was an open-ended one. There are things in life which are real but cannot be explained in rational terms, like soldier sacrificing his life to save the nation. It is emotions, uh, it's emotions like love which drive them, and it cannot be viewed and explained in terms of rationality. Good enough, liked it. I'll read one more. Rational and real always demonstrate the true existence and experience expresses the objectivity and logic. For instance, one cannot be thinking about the past and regret about it. Instead, have a moral courage to accept and be rational and exist in a reality. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. One last I'll read before I give you my 2 cents. Real is rational as nature follows logical patterns, while rationality reflects our understanding of the world, but together showcases reason and existence as inseparable, shaping our perception to truth. Yes, very unique per se. Okay, so good job. Okay, so I'll give you my 2 cents on this topic. Primarily because this was the essay I wrote in my last mains. In the section I selected this 2021 ka mains, this one. Real is rational, rational is real. And just before I concluded the essay, I brought something that is not real can be very much rational, logical. Sounds paradoxical, but it's true. So my argument was something on similar lines. I don't remember the exact verbatim. Something that is not at all real can be absolutely rational and logical. And I substantiated with the example. Take example virtual reality. Is the reality of VR real? Definitely no. But is it logical and rational? Definitely yes. So that makes us and then I brought in this aspect that mm, gets us thinking that the lines between reality and rationality are very blur in the 21st century. On similar lines, this was my dimension that I wrote. This was the unique or additional dimension that I sort of brought it at the very end before conclusion, and I got decent enough. I think I got around 128 for that year, which was a good score. And I unfortunately I did not clear. That's another story. But essay was good. Okay, essay has always been good. So real is rational, rational is real. Okay, so that was my thing. Okay, so let's go for the I think the last set we have, right? Page number 13, right? Yes. Give me a moment. I check and tell you the constraints that you have to add to it. So page number 12. No, page number 13. Yes, page number 13. Hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. I want you to bring in a counter dimension. Yes. Okay. Hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. A counter dimension here. What is research but a blind date with knowledge? What is research but a blind date with knowledge? Open-ended. Okay, open-ended. History repeat itself first as a tragedy, second as a farce. Again, I want you to bring in a counter or no analytical dimension. So first topic counter dimension, second topic open-ended, and third topic an analytical dimension. And I will give you 6 minutes. There are just three topics, so 6 minutes, and your time starts now. Go on, and I want all of you to finish. Last 2 minutes. Come on, hurry up. All right. Uh, Time up. Start sending. Let's have a look of what you have written for the next set. So, the first topic, hand that rocks the cradle, rules the world, and I asked you to write a counter argument for that. Let's see. While our childhood experiences and socializations frames our perceptiveness, it is our will, discipline, and perseverance that can widen our horizon, and thus it is never too late to learn and never too late to rule the world. Good enough, unique, yes, I agree. Women, while acting in leadership positions, need not necessarily rock the cradle. A very broad-minded and understanding man can share her responsibilities back home. Unique? No, I think pretty much ordinary here. Okay. Uh, Next. Although equality, a buzzword waiting to be seen in reality, is the hope of everyone, but the hand rocking the cradle is fantasized a lot to not allow for it to conquer the world. Unique. Okay, I'll read it again. Although equality, a buzzword waiting to be seen in reality, is the hope of everyone. But the hand rocking the cradle is fantasized a lot to not allow for it to conquer the world again. Good enough. Unique. Let's go to the next one. Okay. That's we will go with the next one. And the next topic is, what is research but a blind date with knowledge? Okay. Research, a journey with no frequent milestones to monitor the progress, can be a blind date with knowledge, but also open date with wasting of time and resources which are scarce in real world. Good enough, unique enough. Okay, so yes, one more. Let me read. Research is dynamic. Sometimes it may be digging more on known things, and sometimes it is searching on unknown things. But both are unknown things with known knowledge. Everyone aspires to cheer past memories, or at least they glance through it. Okay, I think this is the next topic. Okay, the his history one. Okay, so research is dynamic. Sometimes it may be digging more on the known things, and sometimes it is searching on unknown things. But both are unknown things with known knowledge, uniquely written. Okay, uniquely written. So let's go for one last one before we go to the next topic. Absolute knowledge can never be a guide for a sound research. It is sometimes the blind intuitions, especially experiments, that bring success to research. Again, unique one itself. All right. So, good job, guys. Okay, let's go to the next topic. History, when repeated, is considered a tragedy, which in itself is a tragedy because of our belief in fatalism. When we rise, or what is the word? When we give it to fate and not rationality, we go on a journey of embracing ourselves. Uniquely written. Okay, others I'll see. Mm, one is there, but that's not very effective. Mm. One more. A river flowing down the hills is at its destructive mode to swallow up everything on its way. However, later it turns out to be a fertile for low-lying areas, wherein it is the same past water, but the time period makes a difference. A good analogy here. Okay, so good job, well written. Okay, so good job and well written. So this was the second topic that I wrote in my last mains. Okay, in 21, and one unique dimension what I bought was the philosophical dimensions. If I this was, I think, at the outset only, right after the introduction, once my core argument or thesis was done, and I wrote the transition paragraph. Once that was done, I brought in the philosophical angle. This topic, history repeats itself first as a tragedy, second as a farce. In Puranas, we have this called as Sarga. 6 minutes. Okay, we'll follow the yesterday's template for the page number 14. Okay, 6 minutes, or I think we're giving 7 minutes yesterday, right? So, so let's keep it 6 minutes. I'll make it more challenging. Okay, so 6 minutes, and okay, there are, I think, five topics there. So okay, let's make it 8 minutes then. Okay, since there are five topics, there are better practices to best practices. Forests are the best case of economic excellence. Poets are the unacknowledged legislators of the world. History is a series of victories won by scientific man over romantic man. A ship in the harbor is here. That is not what a ship is for. Let's do one thing. Since the last topic, the ship one, we have again covered it extensively in the skill enhancement class. We'll skip that. Four topics, the first four, from better practices to best practices to history is a series of victory of scientific man over romantic man. Four topics, 6 minutes, and your time starts now. Come on, hurry up. I want all of you to finish it within six. And no restrictions this time. 3 minutes are over. 3 minutes more to go. All right, time up. Those of you have written, share it with me. Come on, quickly. So, with respect to the first topic, there are better practices to best practices. In any field, what is deemed best is often described to be a baseline for growth and focus on adaptability of innovation. Best practices are seen as a stepping stones with improvement, allowing to redefine the journey. Mm, good, but I wouldn't say this is very unique. I would say it's a good dimension, but not like a very unique per se. Next, there are better, the same topic. A person who wants to achieve a goal or a task in a particular time has to have a plan and mindset to achieve it, and a well planned practice sessions to stimulate the challenges that he might face, and should be able to learn from the mistakes committed and improve on them for a better output. Good enough, but again, not like a wow factor per se. Next one, looking beyond the prefixed set of best practices in any field and trying to make much better than that often keeps a person or a country at a different pedestal. Hmm. Let's try for one more. Okay. Similar to the evolution of nature, even the word best is not spared. As the time keeps flying, there emerges better solutions and theories challenging what might seem best. Okay, so this is again a good dimension, but in my opinion, very ordinary per se. So, like, I'll give my 2 cents on that because since I'm not satisfied, if we constantly try to better on the practices which are already best, we may end up breaking or destroying the process itself. Hence, they say don't fix a thing until it's broken. So I'm giving a sort of a counter here where if you unnecessarily try to meddle with things that are already working fine, unnecessarily meddle with best practices, then you may end up by making things worse or breaking the process itself. So that's why it is said don't fix a thing that unless it's broken. Let's go to the next one. Forests are the best case studies for economic excellence. The forest is the best example of an ecosystem. There are producers and consumers supporting each other's well-being. An ecosystem includes both the economy and the forest. While economy is man-made system with the flow of money, supply chain and distribution, the forest is a natural ecosystem with with fundamental functions like energy flow and food. Routine dimension. Nothing amazingly unique about this. As base is the foundation for any building block, forests are the base of any living creatures in the planet, and which is the major point of our economic growth. Could have been little bit more detailed here. Okay, could have been little bit more detailed. Next one. Mm, Level of economic excellence today is directly proportional to forests loss and destruction, which describes loss of our values on nature and sustainability. Mhm. Not very well expressed. I'll do one more. The Miyawaki method can serve as a guide in the sense that when we adopt localized solutions, we can prosper much faster and better. This is a very unique dimension. The Miyawaki method of forest growth, uh, like serves as a guide in the sense that we adopt localized solutions, so we can prosper faster. We can prosper much faster and better. So this could have been actually linked to Atmanirbhar Bharat or something like that to make it even better. But very unique dimensions, nevertheless. Let's go to the next one. Poets are the unacknowledged legislators of the world. Explicitly written legislations across the world often have implicit footprints of bigger set of poets who often go unnoticed. Same rephrasement of the topic, not very convincing. Okay, next one. Legislatures, uh, legislators like Ambedkar and Mandela, though are not into literature, can be considered poets, for they have created a song of equality, justice, and hooking the master with the music of freedom. Okay, very uniquely written. I really like the wordplay here. In some while in the next half of this today's session, we will be talking about that only. Persuasion, writing persuasively, and this is written with a lot of flair and wordplay. Okay, so that's about it, and we will read one more and then go. A pen is mightier than the sword, as poets have no physical boundaries. Their audience as poets have no physical boundaries for their audience, they affect the legislations unknowingly. Not very impactful. You are going in the right direction, but not very impactful. Okay, so let's go to the next one, the last one. History is a series of victory of won by scientific man over romantic man. Every time scientific man gets greedy, it results in disasters and tragedy like gas chambers, eugenics, and this is when romantic man with their theories of love, justice, and humanity end up saving the world. Very uniquely written, very impactfully written. Uh, Good job. Victory or defeat Victory or defeat in life can never be universally defined, whether science wins over romance or romance over science, but it is defined by the ability to pick which one over other from time to time. Could have been expressed a little better, but I really liked the attempt behind this, but could have been explained a little better. Okay, so let's go. Okay, last few set of topics remain. Okay, so last few set of topics remain. So go to the page number 15th. Same thing. Okay, no restrictions, but just 6 minutes. No restrictions, but just 6 minutes. So your time starts now. Try to be as unique as possible, guys. All right, time up. Those of you who have finished, send it and we'll read a few. Come on, hurry up. Come on, quickly. Okay, I'll read a couple. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. The process of repair, of course, needs light from the sun, but one should not waste the glow of twinkling stars and bright moon. A very nice dimension. Yes, it is indeed we should build the process of repair, but also we should also build during some twinkling stars and bright moon. Very uniquely written. Good job. Okay, one more. Uh, it's always better to repair when the sun is shining, but life is not always simple, and we learn only from our mistakes. And that time to repair is now, tomorrow. And if we have to will to learn and courage to accept our mistakes, we can always fix it because the sun will shine on us again. Very uniquely written, very impactfully written. Uh, Good job. Okay, the next one. Every life has ups and downs. Therefore, the right time to make a correction may be felt during the downside, but its upper half during which uh, we have to be conscious enough to reset ourselves. Not very impactful per se. Okay, let's go to the next one. You cannot step twice in the same river. For a mind which thinks all the time, goes beyond the boundaries of land, water, universe, etc., if it is stuck in a loop of similar thoughts, it can be a sign of trap, similar to vicious cycle of an economy. The idea is right here. The idea is unique. The execution has not come out very well. Let's read one more. The steps taken and the words spoken are irreversible. Instead of trying to waste time on correcting, it takes uh, it takes next step, which is bigger than the one already taken. Clarity is not there. Okay, so it needs better clarity. So a smile is the chosen vehicle for all ambiguities. Sorry, the same one. You can step twice in the same river. If one has to step twice in the same river, it shows us that we are ignorant, lazy, and unwilling to learn because every second the water flows in the river and it never comes back. Decent, not like very, very amazing, but decent enough. Let's go for the next one. Smile is good and acceptable, but it is overly romanticized and often stereotypical in nature for people to always smile. It is okay to anyone to vent out our emotions time and again, and is always encouraged to take the expert help when we can't smile. It's a unique dimension. So good job. Next one, just a smile is the chosen vehicle for all ambiguities. The same one. A person goes through some of the challenging situations of life, and some buckle down under the pressure. Some take a step back, analyze their mistakes, and go on for a course correction with a smile and hope for a better future. Good enough, but I wouldn't call it like a unique one. Okay. Next, keep smiling in the most often heard word everywhere. Keep smiling is the most often heard word everywhere, but but the irony is, it is not said through the same smile, which is a problem in itself. I'm unable to make a proper sense of it. A smile in sorrow becomes a vehicle to navigate and bridge the gap. It conveys strength and vulnerability, offers comfort and connections when words can't capture the complexity of emotions. Well written, but again, not unique. Let's go to the last aspect here. Uh, the just because you have a choice, it doesn't mean that any of them have to be right. One has to make a firm decision or take action on the choices available in front of him. The cho the choice might be a correct or a wrong one, but it is the effort that matters the most. Well written, unique one. Okay, so let me read one more. Life is like an experiment of Schrodinger's cat. Only when we open the box, we know whether the cat is alive or not. Similarly, only when we act on a choice, we know it is right or wrong. Hence, let's embrace being wrong. Step step up into making a choice. Could have been written impactfully, but again, not very unique in my opinion here. All right. So we have just a few more topics to left to finish. Right. So you're getting more unique. Okay, but ensure that you are conveying the message effectively also. So a couple of you are failing to convey the message, and I know it is practically because of the time constraints I'm adding. I'm giving you a little less time to think. But when you actually write the essay, I want the message to be conveyed effectively. As I was telling you yesterday, and as I always tell, relevance matters the most, and then comes uniqueness. Do not sacrifice or compromise relevance at any at the cost of sorry, do not compromise relevance at the cost of uniqueness. So first thing, is it relevant? Second thing is it unique? Okay, if it is not relevant but you try to make it unique, then the purpose of it is lost then and there itself. So same, next four topics. uh, Thinking is like a game, and the visionary decision making. Not all those who wander are lost. Inspiration for creativity springs from effort to look for the magical in mundane. Okay, 6 minutes. Okay, I want all of you to finish in 6 minutes. Time starts now. All right, time is up. So start sending. Let's start with the first topic. Thinking is like a game. It does not begin unless there is an opposite team. Come on, quickly, guys. Come on, you cannot take this much time. I know what you are getting is multiple topics and a little shorter amount of time, but you are now sufficiently experienced. Some of you have been writing essays regularly, and that should reflect into these unique dimensions. Thinking does not necessarily require an opposite team, even if it might seem it does. In the absence of an opposite, try yourself to be a thinker from other way, so that you can never fail to start thinking. Not very satisfying for me. Not very satisfying. The process of thinking not always requires a contradiction from the outside. It can also begin by re-questioning one's own past to present to have a better result. This is very unique. So this is very much similar to the previous one I was reading, but more unique because it can also begin by re-questioning one's own past to present to have a better result. So that is something that I really liked about this topic. One more, thinking is like a game. It does not begin. The same topic. Brainstorming is one of the important aspects of a good article or essay. One has to have a basket of ideas. One has to have a basket of ideas and should be able to distinguish between each other. Find the positives and the negatives of each idea and analyze and articulate the best one. Really good, really impressive. Okay, very unique dimensions. Okay, so the we'll go for the next topic. Okay, the next topic is visionary decision making happens at the intersection of intuition and logic. Vision, which is a long path that needs to be traveled, must be must be set with multiple analysis of multiple analysis and viewpoints, because choosing the path is as important as the destination. Ordinary, okay, not like a very unique dimension. Ordinary. Trying to find the intersection of intuition and logic is often difficult, and it may kill the broader purpose itself. So, going ahead with a leap of faith is sometimes required, and you will soon realize logic follows. Very beautifully written here. Okay, so trying to find the intersection of intuition and logic is often difficult, and it may kill the broader purpose itself. So, going ahead with the leap of faith and is sometimes required, and you will soon realize that logic follows. So, good job there for this. Now, let's go to the next topic. Not all those who wander are lost. It is true that not all those who wander are lost, but it's also true that wandering is a luxury and only a few can afford. And this elitistic elitistic concept of wandering and self-discovery is romanticized today. But in reality, the ones that are lost are those who do not enjoy life, whether they wander or not. Very beautifully written. I'll read it again. It is true that not all those who wander are lost, but it is also true that wandering is a luxury and only few can afford. And this elitistic concept of wandering and self discovery is romanticized today. But in a reality, the ones that are lost are those who do not enjoy life, whether they wander or not. Okay, so good job. Okay, well written. Wanderers are wanderers till they don't add any meaning to their wandering. If added so, wanderers can turn into explorers, truly self discovering. themselves. I would say good, but not very unique per se. Okay, so we'll go to the last topic. So the last topic, inspiration for creativity springs from the effort to look for magical in the mundane. Instead of instead of searching for creativity, we need to search for adaptivity. And with the adaptive ability, we can enjoy and accept even the mundane things instead of chasing the magical dream of uniqueness. Are you saying something to me here? That sir, stop looking for uniqueness, okay, and adapt to what exactly we are writing, okay, and stop chasing the magical dream, okay. Yeah, see, the idea is right here, okay. Instead of search for creativity, we need to search for adaptivity. The expression has not come out very well. That makes it like not so unique per se, okay. So not so unique per se. So I think one of the student has a doubt. Almost the dimensions for multiple questions are repeating. Somehow how to solve it. So Nindra, it's that's what you have to do is you have to train your brain to think. Now see, what if you set one template, okay, I'm going to just try to interlink something of that will not work for all the topics. So each topic is different in itself, so you cannot have a standardized approach for all the topics. You have to ensure that the topics that you are writing, so you generate unique dimension based on the topic, not have a preset template, okay, not have a preset template for everything. So that way your unique dimensions will be different for different topic. So topic should decide what is going to be the unique dimension. You cannot have, okay, now for unique dimension what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to interlink the two keywords that is given. That will not work. Or you can have a, framework, okay, what is my unique dimension, I'll link everything to fatalism. Again, that will not work. Some topics it may naturally work, some topics it may not work. So if you generate unique, or if you train your brain to think on a unique way based on the topic that has been given, that's where you will have maximum rewards. Okay, so let's go. Okay, last set of topics of page number 17, right? There is a couple of difficult topics here, okay. So I want you to do your best. I'll give you 2 minutes extra, 8 minutes, but I want all of you to cover, because this will be the last set of topics that we'll be doing. The rest of them, which I've given, the next section comprises of previous essay edge topics. So that I want you to do for you to do as a homework. Okay, so 8 minutes, and I want the best possible unique dimension based on the topic. Do not write a template. Okay, do not follow a standard template that you may have learned so far. So time starts now. Give your best. All right, time. So all of you start sending me, and we'll start with the first topic. Girls are weighed down by restrictions, boys with demands, two equally harmful disciplines. In today's modern world, where everyone is acquiring technology and knowledge, it was not only merely a muscle power to attain demand, rather it is not a restriction to attain the same demand. So one cannot weigh the entities based on gender, rather it reflects social incohesiveness. Not very impactful. Okay, not very impactful. Next, expectations is the core philosophy of patriarchy. These expectations results in restricting girls and demanding norms from boys. But in this modernized world, the only expectations we should have is love and respect from others, and let boys and girls decide what they want. Decent enough, ordinary, not very unique. Mathem. Okay, this is the other one. It was time of past which dictated terms for individuals like restrictions and demands. However, today it is the responsibilities which are acting as a starting point, thereby doing away with expectations. The idea is very right here. So initially it was the restrictions and demands, but now for both of them they have modified as responsibilities, and that is also a sort of the thing that can put a pressure, that can also be a harmful disruption if expectations and demands. So the student could have expressed it as expectations and demands masked off or passed on as responsibilities can be unique dimensions. How expectations or either response or restrictions as responsibilities. Staying at home, like staying at home in the nights or not going out late in the nights, that's the restriction. But it can be converted. You have to take care of your parents. That's why you have to stay. A responsibility. So expectation is being masked off as a responsibility. Sorry, restriction is being masked off as a responsibility. Now, expectation is you have to earn so much. Now, masking it as a responsibility, if you do not earn so much, who will take care of your parents? Your parents are old, right? Or who will pay back the debts that have been accumulated in the family? Who will marry off your sister? So that is a masking. So that would be a unique dimension, could have been expressed slightly better. Last one before we go to the next one. Let the person of whatsoever gender gets bloomed with enough liberty of their own choice, rather than adding any restrictions and demands to the people of both genders. Ordinary, okay, not very unique here. Let's go to the next one. A society that mathematics is the music of reason, right? The next one is okay. Mathematics always does not tune itself to the reason, but it has to be done in a synchronistic way. Like even Ramanujan often used to say that we heard some divine mystical voices which dictated him the theorems which he came up with, very uniquely written and very aptly substantiated. So good job. Next, life is full of calculations. Everyone is leading life with one or the other calculation in their mind, and these calculations are the real meaning of purpose of life. So here you need to link it to mathematics and reason. Okay, so that link is missing. One more, subject of formulae which, if applied in a sequence of proper algorithmic manner, can give rationality and reason-filled approach. Idea is right, implementation has not come out very well. Let's go to the third topic here. Justice in an ideal way is looking after the third topic is a society that has more justice is a society that needs less charity. Justice in an ideal way is looking after everyone in equal way. But if inequality is justified in the form of investments, then the society needs more charity for it is for its way of thinking only. Scorecards are just only an indication to the present context only. Not making much sense here. Okay, not making much sense. Let's read one more. Charity is necessary when there is presence of people who are deprived from basic things. It happens when available resources are not equally distributed. There is then there is when injustice plays in society. Hence, where there is a justice, there is equality and no need of charity. Pretty much ordinary dimension here. Okay, let's go to the last one. Okay, not many of you have written the last one. So, education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Education transcends the four wall of school. Education is a continuous process, and we need to be educated every single day to evolve in life. And according to Darwin, only those who evolve are the fittest and survives. Yeah, link it little bit to the forgetting part, and then this will be a good unique dimension here. All right. So this is with respect to the unique dimension. So just a summary. Some of you are generating unique. Some of you are generating repetitive unique things, and some of you are going to get there. So the thing here is the practice. So in the next section of your course book, there are previous year's essay topics. So I want you to continue doing this exercise daily. Set a timer for 10 minutes, and you can brainstorm for four topics or three topics. Whenever you are bored, you can do it for eight topics at a go by setting a timer, right? So otherwise, what will happen is you will lose touch. Okay, you will lose the hold that you have. And most importantly, now talking about this aspect of uniqueness, as I have told you, it comes with practice. So for few months before, you are struggling to structure the essay properly. Now structuring is done. So relevance part you're somewhat achieved. I want you to achieve the unique part. Unique part is where you stand out from the crowd. Your essays stand out from your rest of your competitors. So always keep that in mind. Okay. So let's move on to the next section of our discussions. So let's go to brainstorming second this thing. So just I'll give you a recap of what we did during the previous skill enhancement classes. So this is what we had discussed. I told you your brainstorming should be done within 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, and in that you should have the idea of intro, idea of body, um, that is the body consist of major arguments, dimensions, unique examples, and idea of conclusion. After developing all this, you have to develop a draft core argument or your thesis, right? And then after that, you have to start writing. So let's go. I told you in the previous sessions that this is just the first part. Second part is after you write a few essays, and since you have written a few essays, now you will understand this better. So let's go here. How do you select the topic? Now you have four topics. How do you select the best of the topic? So let's see our criteria, and also just in case you are stuck between two topics, what should be done? The first and the foremost criteria is understanding or clarity of the topic. Like you should be 101% sure that you have understood the topic clearly, the core meaning of the topic beyond any reasonable doubts. For example, hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. If you interpret that topic as just a woman based topic, a women empowerment based topic, that is a narrow interpretation of topic. Now, let's say mathematics is the music of reason. Now, if you interpret the topic correctly only, music of reasons, but the thing here is, if you have no hold over the topic to justify that topic, then again that is not the topic for you. Now, history repeats itself. First as a tragedy, second as a farce. You do not have an idea what the word farce means, then not the topic to be chosen. So you should be 100% sure or 101% sure that the topic that you are selecting, you have understood it beyond any sort of reasonable doubt. Okay, now the next thing here, what I want you to do is, you should also have that clarity that you have not narrowly interpreted a topic, where instead of generating multiple dimensions, you are restricting yourself to a single dimension per se. Okay, instead of generating multiple dimensions, you are restricting yourself to a single dimension. So that also should not happen, dear friends. Okay, so now, out of four topics, let's assume that there are two topics on which you have 100% sure that you have understood the topic and you have clarity. The core meaning of the topic you have understood. So that means you are now have two topics on which you can write an essay. Next, how do you choose like which topic to go for? Now, when you are stuck between two topics, or rather than stuck between, or when you have to decide between two topics, my suggestion is very simple. Very, very simple. Roughly within 2 to 3 minutes, try to do a quick brainstorm on the content that you have for both the topics. Quick, not the detailed brainstorming. Quickly, topic. Let's say topic number one. What ideas come? Tuck, 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 tuck. This should happen within 2 to 3 minutes. Topic number two. What ideas come? Tuck, 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 tuck. Roughly, and you see where you are having more content, more dimensions. There, that could be the second criteria to decide which topic. So first is understanding of the topic beyond any reasonable doubt. Second is content. So if you're stuck between two topics, now what if sir they're stuck between three topics? So out of four, I know all the three or all the four. There you can just do this for two topics. Select the two topics. If it is more than two topics, go to the third one, interest. What is your natural interest? Have you written some topic similar to this? Where do you have more interest to write? So based on that interest, narrow down to two topics and then do the content part. Not like a detailed brainstorming, quick brainstorming. If it is more than two topics, get the interest part here. And also, if it is just two topics also, use interest to see which out of the two topics, which topic you are interested to more write in. Is there some sense of familiarity with the topic which you might have written a similar topic before? Sense of comfort in examples. Seek that. If the content part and interest part is also same for two topics, then you have to go for the tiebreaker. What is the tiebreaker? So understanding is 100% sure for both topics. Content also equally good. Interest is also equal. The tiebreaker is very simple. Your intuition. What does your gut feeling tell you? What does your gut feeling tell you? Follow your gut. Because if the first three, understanding, content, and interest, are equally there in both the topics, trust your gut. Don't waste your time. I do, or you may have the temptation. Okay, should I sort of brainstorm first, and should I first brainstorm both the topics for 10 minutes and then select? No, you're making wrong. Brainstorm only one topic in detail. Short brainstorming you have done. Now that tells you that you have equal content, equal interest. Then just pick what your gut tells you and move on. And after you have decided, don't even look back to the other topic unless you have misunderstood the topic, which should not be the case because you have already applied the test there itself, whether you have understood or not. That is the primary criteria to select the topic. Second is content, third is interest. And in case of a tiebreaker between two topics, it's your gut feeling. Follow your gut. Most of the times it is right. And once you have selected, no looking back. That's about that. And also, I get this question asked very often. Sir, should we brainstorm both section A and section B topic together? I strictly tell don't do this. It is a mistake. Why? Firstly, because it will, for 30 or sometimes even 40 minutes, you would not have written a single word in your booklet. Where people would have already completed their introduction, entering body, you are still brainstorming. And that can create a sort of a panic where you can mess up your entire paper. Like, oh, everybody has written 2 pages, 2.5 pages. Oh, my guy who is sitting next to me has written 2 pages. I'm still gone. Panic means gone. Second thing, what happens if you brainstorm two things together is your idea overlaps. Now, if there's a trend that you have observed here, since you're doing the micro brainstorming of one dimension per topic, when we started off this topic, the previous brainstorming that you have done, if you have done something with respect to mental health, in the next or next to next topic that you are writing, the unique dimension, something is related to the previous topics. Why? Because we are doing it together. And if I can see the, I'll just tell you with example from today's session only. Just give me a moment. I'll find the chat of the student. Yeah. So the first topic here is, I'll read, just observe. Mindful manifesto is the catalyst to tranquil self. The student writes, excessive focus and worrying on cultivating a mindful manifesto causes tension, anxiety, and fear. Thus, instead of achieving tranquility, it could destroy it. Fair enough. Let's go to the next topic immediately. Next topic. Ships do not sink because of water around them. Ships sink because of water that gets into them. The student writes, life is a ship journey in which people excessively focus on water around us and worrying about this water seeping into our ship. The water may or may not seep into the ship, and we may not sink, but definitely it will spoil the journey and beauty of life. Got it? So if you see, the worrying part is repeating. So if it can happen in a single dimension, imagine what will happen in when you have multiple dimensions. It will it will become a mess. It will become like a khichdi where everything is messed up. So strictly do not brainstorm the topic together. Okay, strictly do not brainstorm the topic together. Always do it individually. One may say section A or section B. You can attempt the section B first and then go to section A. Doesn't matter. brainstorm that, write the essay, go to the next one. But I would always suggest at least glance through the topic of the other section. If you are going for part A first when you're writing the essay, at least glance to the topic. You can say, okay, yeah, topic number 5 and 6 seems doable. You don't have to decide right away, but you can see, okay, topic number 5 and 6 seems doable. Let's say you are going through, you write the part B first. Yeah, oh, topic number 1 and 4 seems doable, but I'll come back to it. No, why do we have to glance through it? Sometimes UPSC may lay a trap where topics are similar in section A and section B, very similar. So if you choose those similar topics, then you end up writing two similar essays, similar examples, everything, and it will be very boring. So to prevent that, to see that you have picked a too diverse topic and there is no repetition of dimensions or examples, you have to at least glance part B topics. You don't have to finalize that you will write this topic, but just glance through. You don't have to right away decide, but glance through the topics. And also, what I would suggest is be careful if you have to write section B topic first. Sometimes, in absent mindedness, you start writing the section B topic in section A, then gone. No, it's a disaster. Your game over. It's game over on day one itself. So ensure that you write in the space allocated. If you are going with the section B topic first, write it in that section only. Okay, so just to reconfirm here, when you select the topic, okay, so understanding and clarity are the first most criteria. If there is a match between two topics on understanding and clarity and 100% you understand both the topics, go for content. The like quick brainstorm, 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that. Quick brainstorm and see where you have more content. If that is also a tie, okay, you can get the interest part. Or if there are more than two topics in the contention, interest comes first, so that you eliminate one and you keep with two. If there are more than two topics, let's say all four, you know that will not happen in a UPSC mains exam. I'm hypothetically speaking. All four topics you're 100% sure, then go with the interest and come down to two, and then go to the content and then bring back interest. Tiebreaker is always your gut feeling. Tiebreaker is always gut feeling. Don't sit there and worry. You do topics, everything I know. What should I do? Don't do anything, man. Start writing or start brainstorming. Okay, na? And at least glance part B topics to avoid making both the essays similar. Okay, so let's do a class exercise before we wrap up today's sessions. Let's say these are the four topics given. Okay, these are the four topics given, and I think the topics are largely similar. Okay, which topic will you choose, and a quick brainstorming of that. Okay, quick brainstorming of that within 5 minutes. We will not discuss this. We are just doing exercise on choosing the topic, and just send me that. Okay, we will not discuss this. I'll just have a look. Okay, so 5 minutes time starts now. Okay, choosing the topic and a quick brainstorming. Also, don't forget to add like the core meaning of the topic, the basic core meaning of the topic, whichever topic you're choosing. Write that in a line. Last 90 seconds. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Image format only. Everything image format. Freedom is the power to choose our own chains. Last question. Sorry, that image is not. Freedom is the power to choose our own chains. All right. Time up. Send it. Whatever you have done, send it. Pause and send. Let me look at them and give my observations on that. Quickly, guys. Come on. So if I'm seeing here, one of the student is the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of is to give away. He is not very well done justice to it, because see, again, it's just a brainstorming sheet. He has largely brainstormed with respect to how to give away and moved on to a charitable dimensions. Largely it is charitable dimension. So, that's not good. But the thing here is, can it be a dimension in the essay? Yes. Can it be the core dimension of the essay, the basic dimensions? No. One more, with respect to conflict is inevitable, combat is optional, is how we react on us. And sometimes clashes may happen because of XYZ reasons, like limited resources, unlimited desires, etc. So, but the combat is optional, right? You can always find a way. So this is looks good. Okay. This one looks good. I don't think many of you would have gone for the third topic. If somebody has gone for the fourth topic, let me have a look at that. Yeah, with respect to the fourth topic, also I'm not finding any. I'm just finding the first two, so it's okay. All right. So that's about it. Okay, we'll wrap up today's session here. Okay. Tomorrow we are left with a little bit of persuasion, how to improve the other things with respect to your language. So before we can end today's session, I just want to tell you tomorrow what we learn, okay, is like the garnish. let's say you're preparing a dish, right? Let's say you're preparing a chicken biryani, right? When you have chicken biryani, you have rice, you have masalas, you have onions, you have tomatoes, and then you have the chicken, etc. Right? Then you put and everything. So whatever we have learned so far is those basic ingredients that are needed to cook biryani. Now, after the biryani is done, everything is done, right? You add that garnish, little bit of coriander or fried onion on the top. You keep a lemon, cucumber, etc. Right? That's called the garnish part. So the persuasion part, how to write persuasive phrases, how to generate an element of authority in your essays, are the garnish. You cannot focus on that at the cost of the basic ingredients. If you do too much of persuasion and very less of the basic ingredients that we have cooked so far, arguments, counter arguments, unique dimensions, examples, then you will get less marks. So the purpose of tomorrow's session will be to improve the basic, make it more presentable. Why do we do garnish? It's to make your dish look more presentable. So keep that in mind when you come for tomorrow's session, because we are trying to make this make your essays more presentable. Do the wordplay there so that it creates more impact than your competitors. But remember, tomorrow's session, whatever we learn, should not happen at the cost of the basics that we have learned so far. All right. So I'll see you in tomorrow's session at the same time. Okay. Take care of yourself and have a good night.